G'day friends, Brian here. Today is Friday the 10th of September 2021, and in the hours of late last night I wrote all this up. I would very much like to create my own comic book. I've been working on an idea for just over a week now. I've come up with some interesting story ideas, and I really want to go ahead and do it. So I'm putting this video out here mainly just for myself to say that this is what I want to do, so I can look back at it in a couple of years. So straight up, I don't know very much about comic books, creating them, and I need to do a lot of research. And this is what I've written. It could be way off the mark, but it's a start anyway. Just want to show you what I got. So firstly, I've broken it down into 4 steps. And my first step, which should be it's the most important thing, I think, is creating a good story. So I want to map out the first 10 editions at least, and map out the origin story. Once all that's done, I want to register the main characters with their own .com address. The thing I like to do when I do a story is Google search it first to make sure it's not taken or hasn't been used in any other story. That's what I did with Neoveeq. I Googled it and there were no searches, no matches, so that's why I went with the name Neoveeq for the company. So I'll do the same thing with my main characters. I'll Google search them. If there's no hits, then I'll just buy the .com site. I can't afford to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for trademarks, but it's kind of like a little bit of protection. Anyway, so yeah, I'll do that. And next is creating the comic, the layout and the illustrations and everything to do with it. I have very, very little knowledge on that, and I need to do a lot of learning, but it's going to be fun. Next 3 is to print the comic. So I'll do just a very limited edition run of the comics, probably 500 or 1,000, and I'll make it clear that they are first print editions. If I sell them out, then I can go ahead and do a second run, third run, fourth run. And the 4 is sell the comic, market and promote it. So this will be one of my company's focuses for the next couple of years. It's probably going to be a 2-year project before the first book is out. But I've been inspired by my comics that I bought this week, and I tell you what, buying the graded comic was really addictive. I really wanted to buy more, and I have gone ahead and bought 2 more, but I'm going to shut myself down and stop myself buying more, just simply because it would be so easy to spend so much money on graded comics. They look so good. But I'm going to try and shut myself down from that, and I'm going to focus on putting the money into this. I'm going to create a blog and just write the steps to try and help other people that might be interested in creating their own comic, because I really don't have much idea. So for the first step, I think that's the most important thing. Have a decent story, decent characters, and to be entertaining. And if you don't have that, you got nothing. To create the comic, I'm not really sure which way to go with it. I'm not sure about the layout. I'm guessing you could do 32 pages, 16 pages, 48 pages. But yeah, I've got so much to learn on that. Print the comic. I'm going to have to find someone that can print it just cheap as possible, but I want it to actually look good. So there's a lot of things involved, and selling the comic. I'm going to be working with a very little budget, so it'll be interesting to see. I'm guessing 10 grand was going to cost me to get this happening. 10,000. I'm not even sure, to be honest. But I'm going to create a blog, and I'll just do the steps as I go. I think it should be a fun and interesting project. So this is a long way away, but I'm just putting it out there now on the Friday 10th of September 2021. So in a couple of years I can look back at it and say, hey, this is where it all started. So there you go. As for my company, it's in its 3rd month now. It's been a couple of very tough weeks, mostly because, well, so many things. It's been, one, my PayPal was stuffed up and I was told that I can no longer sell on PayPal. Thankfully, that's been resolved and PayPal seems to be back to normal. 2, eBay having problems with the sales going through, mainly because of the PayPal issues, but hopefully that's been rectified. 3, lockdown. We're in the 11th week of lockdown now, and it's, taking its toll. We're in the 9th week of homeschooling. What else is there? Oh, there's a lot of other things, but yeah, it's been tough, but I'm very happy to have this idea. I won't go into much detail with it now, but very excited to be creating a comic book. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye-bye.